What's up, everybody? Gonna do this final update before I get off for the day. It's my son's second birthday, so I'm gonna go hang out with him and put together his bike and go have some fun with him. So just wanted to give an update on all the positions in the market for the rest of today. I know the market's closing here in a little bit, but want to give one last overview since it was a little bit of a crazy day. So as we were calling out market pullback this week due to us hitting the high side and the barrier on our Williams R percentage and hitting the high side of our Williams R or Williams consolidation box. We hit that and we're pulling back now. We still have this uptrend here, as I was pointing out last week when I was calling out for a pullback this week. And yeah, I think we'll come down into this yellow circle and kind of come down to this, trend line that we've had for about 4 or 5 months now, come back down here, bounce, and then continue higher and sideways as we continue higher up to my 580 price target. If you want to go more in depth on all this stuff, check out my video from last week on the QQQ and the markets and my video predicting where it would go this week. But I basically have a 519 first level, and then second level is about 514. No more than a 3% pullback on the QQQ or SPY. Just a little bit of a pullback this week or next week, or combination of both of pullback and consolidation before we get the Santa Claus rally last week of the month and into the first week of January. So everything's playing out as we foreseen. Um, Nvidia, Meta, not Microsoft, I believe Apple, they're all pulling back. And my biggest thing was saying, oh, Apple's not pulling back. Wrong there. Sorry. But Nvidia, Meta, and some other big tech names are having that pullback, coming back down to retest. Microsoft could see that pullback to come back here and retest. Same thing with Apple. They all are breakout names, and I believe they'll come back to retest, pulling back the markets. And that's really, why I believe that we're getting this pullback along with everything else. All the probabilities are lining up to have a higher possibility of this happening, and it's playing out right in front of us. I did add one more option last week when we had that Friday push up. So I'm at about 6 puts now. I'm not bearish on the market. I'm not long term bearish on the market. I'm just looking for this no more than a 3% pullback this week, next week, consolidation, XYZ, whatever. Due to all the reasons that I outlined today and on the other video and more in depth. So same thing with SPY. First level is about 600. Second level would be about 595-ish. IWM, it could be bouncing from here. I think IWM will front run. IWM was up today. Russell 2000 was up today while QQQ and SPY were down. Now it's pulled back. I think this could rebound and move higher before the QQQ and SPY do. Just my honest opinion. But first level is 238 ish, where we are already hitting, and second level would be 234. Third level would be 228, but I really believe it stays within here. No more than a 5% pullback on the IWM just because it's more volatile. Okay, let's move into some names. These are all like ready to execute. Well, this one's not ready to execute anymore. As you see, we broke down here out of the Williams consolidation box and are heading lower. We're still consolidating here, and we're now turning to red. We could fall down here to this volume shelf on NVIDIA. So not a trade that's ready. A trade that you could get into is once we, if we pull back to get this retest on this bull flag here, as we still have this measured move on the ascending triangle, we'll have a measured move on this bull flag breakout up to 706 and 780 respectively. Yeah, just wait for a pullback down here to around 600-ish, and you can start building your position, get that bounce, and move up to $700, $780. Williams consolidation box is good. Green on the high 5 indicator. All things good. I wouldn't enter Microsoft right now. The move's only now it's only a 15% move. I say only, but you don't want to enter here and then get the pullback and then be down big. So if you're already in it, take some gains, wait for a pullback. If it happens back down to the retest area, deploy those gains that you took, and then continue higher to 466-ish and then 512-ish to lock in your profit targets, and then hold the rest once we get our Williams consolidation box formed and until we break out. Taking 1/3 profits, then another third profits, then holding the last 1/3 until you break out of the Williams consolidation box is how I play it. Pan W, broke out, retest of the ascending triangle, consolidating, making higher lows. This is one of the best trades out there right now. I'm not in this name. I'm in way too many other names right now to be focused on adding to anywhere else, but does have this nice 30% ish move from where we are now. This is a measured move at the 503. Williams consolidation box is perfect. Everything's looking good. Upstart broke out, pulled back, retested here. A couple to like 3 times it retested after the breakout. Now it's consolidating, also making higher lows. And yeah, I think it could have a big move higher with this double bottom, push higher to 108, 133. Again, I'm not in this name either. These are ready to execute. I'm not in these names. John Deere or Deere and Company. Talked about this one the other day. Beautiful ascending rectangle or rectangle, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's a rectangle, bullish rectangle. Breakout, pullback, retest. It could come down to fully retest, but if you look at this wick right here, it's honestly retested that already. So breakout, retest, and move higher. 565, 762, 875 are the targets on this one. Williams consolidation box is now formed. This is your low right here. This is your support. And yeah, just continue in the trade until either the high 5 indicator goes against you or that we break out of this support. Siri, honestly, just a small. My phone did stupid. My phone thought I was talking to her. Breakout, retest, move higher, 23% move. Volatile name. I'm not going to get in this one. Not really worth my time, honestly. Let's see. We got a watch list here. Workday. I'll just point this one out. I want this gap to get filled right here. If this gap gets filled, I will look to enter into this trade. We have this bull flag, which also aligns with filling this gap, overshooting it a bit. About 275-ish area would be the entry area. And we have this beautiful cup and handle, bull flag, and measured move at the 490 for almost a 59% move. So I'll be looking to enter into this one. Set an alert down here, 276. Set an alert. The rest aren't really worth talking about, honestly. So let's talk about the names that we are in right now before I get out of here. Trying to keep this short as possible. Fubo, we are continuing to come up here. I think we'll come up and hit into the barrier or close to it before we get a big pullback, which means I believe this week or next week we are going to get a very, very large candle higher, maybe to fill this gap right here, up to about 209, $2 to $2.09. Fill that gap. We'll be up here. God. And then I believe we could pull back and retest this and then move higher. But we're kind of just messing around here. If we go down to the daily, we've already retested it. So yeah, it could really be gearing up for a big move, and I believe it is. So I've built my position up on this one, and everything still looks good. I'm not going to go over every little detail of these because these are just updates, and I want to keep the video short. So I'm just going to go over any little updates that I'm seeing. I got to do better at that. I just talk about the whole trade all over again instead of just doing an update. So, Navitas NVTS, doing great. Had this pullback. I'll honestly, if this breaks right here, I'm not going to sell, especially if the high 5 setup is still good. Just because when I look for to build the Williams consolidation box, I'm looking for more something like this. I'm looking for a big breakout up into here, and I'm looking for a pullback down to above -40, above there somewhere, get a nice pullback in here, and then a move higher, and then you can build that nice box, and as it continues sideways, it continues higher. We're not getting that. This is a very, very small little pullback, and we didn't even get a pullback on the charts. So just another like little insights into my Williams consolidation box strategy, which is the Williams R percentage, but it's my Williams consolidation box strategy that I've believe I created. I want that bigger pullback once we break up here. So we could go up and touch this barrier and then get a nice little pullback. Could come all the way back down here, honestly, or we could just continue to break up here and then come down to this um, volume shelf right there. So either way, we hit our first profit target today. I had like 50 contracts, and then I had like 5,000 shares. I didn't sell any of the shares because it's a $15,000 position, so it wasn't worth it monetary wise to take 1,000 shares off the table whenever it's dollar value didn't move up that much. Percentage value it did, but I did sell 10 contracts to lock in a decent bit of gains on those, about over 100, almost 200% gains on those 10 contracts. Still have 40 left to hit these other profit targets, all the way up to almost a four bagger, guys. So pretty big move inbound on this name still, and I'm really excited about Navitas. So everything else still looks good. Could get a big pullback anytime now, or we could keep running as this name gets more hype, and it's lagged a lot of other names that have shot up and got hype. Love Mobileye. I really don't have any updates on Mobileye. I posted a bunch of stuff on here and updates on here and other medias, and really don't have any updates. We're still in the Williams consolidation box. Yeah, we ran up here big and we're up like over 10% today. It's Monday. It's only the first day of the week. This is a weekly candle. We still have all week. They absolutely, I'm blown away by their their event today, or their event this morning in Munich, Germany. I'm blown away by it. I'm probably going to be doing a video either tonight, probably not today because it's my son's birthday. So tomorrow I'll probably do a video reviewing the event, reviewing their PowerPoint slide, and just going over my bullish thesis on Mobileye. Um, I bought more shares today down here when it pulled back. Somebody was asking me if I took profits up here today, and I said no. I mean, I still have my 31,000 shares of Mobile, now 31,000 shares, as I bought another 1,000 today. Just because if you get a huge run up and everything stays bullish, and then you get a pullback, buy more shares. Like like the event was amazing, and nothing has changed. And I call it out this dip buy box right here, about down to $16, up to under $18. And we came down here and we had this huge move bounce today and making higher lows, and everything's looking great. This name's going to be $20 plus soon. I strongly believe they have a deal that's about to be announced here soon with Honda, and that is just going to send this name and put a 3 handle, not a 2 handle, in front of this name. So crazy. I'm so pumped up for this name. I think it's going to work its way to $1 million position for me very soon. Delo could have a pullback down here to fully red candle retest this breakout, and we are up here towards the top of our hitting the barrier on our Williams consolidation box. So we still need to form that support, so we could have that big pullback and then a continuation higher, or we could just have a I don't know, just let it play out. This is my prediction that we could get a pullback. But everything's looking good. It's still a breakout, still green on the high 5 indicator. I'm not worried with this massive gap fill to fill up to $17. So just chilling on this name, have my position built out. Hitty, high tide, broke out of the cup and handle pattern, made a large move higher. Having this pullback and consolidation here, you can see it better on the daily, creating a bull flag, as you can see. Come on. Creating a bull flag, as you can see, or falling wedge, broke out of that, retesting. We're going to move higher on this one again, in my opinion. Williams consolidation box is good. Yeah, going higher to these profit targets. No real updates. Earnings after the bell on AI. We are towards the higher end on this barrier, so it could have a pullback. Already did have a pullback that I called out earlier down to about 39-ish, 40-ish, and then just bounce right off of that. So yeah, be careful. Earnings are gonna be crazy. I think we're gonna get a SoundHound type earnings where the like this thing's just gonna move around like crazy. I'm not gonna be shaken out of this though, like I was in SoundHound. I'm gonna stay true to the strategy this time because I missed hundreds of percent more on SoundHound AI, and I'm not gonna do that on this name. So I'm gonna stay true to this name, stay true to the strategy, and until it tells me to get out, I'm not getting out. I'll only take profits at 49 and 58, and then hold the last 1/3 until the strategy tells me to get out. HIM's just consolidating on the daily, a rising flat, rising triangle, rising bull flag, whatever you want to call it. Just consolidating here right below 35 before it makes its next move up to 40. Could get this pullback fully down to 30 as we are at the top, and we do need to make a new Williams consolidation box. So just keep an eye out for that. But if it does come down to 30, I'll just be buying more, honestly. In mode, finally getting a push higher. We are making higher lows, barely, but we are making higher lows. On the line chart, bouncing right off the 9 EMA, have this nice gap up to $21 to fill. This is a name that's not so popular with everybody else, but I really like this name. Williams consolidation box is formed, 2 supports, bounces, and continuing here. I think we'll continue higher, hit 21, and then move up to 26. Fair value on a fundamental basis is $28. Square, looking good. Breakout of the inverse head and shoulders, retest, overly retest, bounce. Already called all this stuff out. Push higher. Now we're getting another pullback. Could get a pullback down to right. Honestly, this wick it already pulled back down to here 94-ish. If we do pull back to 93-ish area though, 93 to 92-ish area, I will be adding more to my position. Williams consolidation box is good. That's really it. Amazon almost touched our 231 price target. Didn't get there. Could have a pullback down to this wick of 216 area, or it could keep going higher. We are at the top of our Williams consolidation box, so we could have a pullback here soon on Amazon, which would kind of flow with the QQQ having a pullback. Let's speed it up a bit so I stay under 20 minutes. Shopify just consolidating. Almost hit our 121 profit target. Williams consolidation box, good. Nothing new. Chipotle, breakout, retest, move higher, pull back. Once we break this support in here or this resistance in here, then we'll hit 69 and then continue higher. Just making previous resistance and a support along the way. Tesla broke out of this consolidation, move higher, bit of a pullback. I think we're going to be at 427 plus before the end of the year. Unity, I sold out of this one. I was very confident that we were at the top of this on the daily and we were going to get a pullback, which we did get a pullback down to 27. I missed the pullback just due to all the other trades going on and happening. It is what it is. I had this massive 15, 16, 17% move higher and took profits. It's whatever. If I get back in, if we get a pullback down here to 24 or to $25, I'll get back in. If not, it's all good. Sold out of Mr. Car Wash. As you can see, Williams consolidation box broke support, and then also at the same time we broke down red through yellow on our trend. Two indicators going against us, so you get out. Already updated coin. Have this daily symmetrical triangle pattern or wedge or symmetrical triangle pattern. Broke out, coming back down to retest right at the 9 EMA. Everything still looks good on this name. Williams consolidation box is good. Yes, the price has plummeted today and has pulled back hard, but nothing else has changed besides just the price. Everything else is still looking good. Mara, same thing. Broke out of the bull flag, right? And I'll pull up the line chart. Look at this. Broke out of the bull flag, coming back down, still making higher lows, coming back down for a retest of the bull flag in this dip buy box I have, and then I think we'll move higher. Just a pullback in crypto. Williams consolidation box is still good. Ethereum broke out of all this previous resistance, now coming back down to retest volume shelf. retest and make into support, which was once resistance. Williams consolidation box is good, and that is all your updates, everybody. So everything still looks good. I'm not worried about anything. The only thing I exited was Mr. Car Wash. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.